Plaintiff Barbara Ulmer says she moved to America from Germany in 2010. And 4 years later, she met and started dating the defendant. Barbara claims she loaned the defendant money to get a car, but he failed to repay her, so she's suing. Defendant Alan Thomas says after he gave Barbara his number, she waited 3 weeks to call him. And he later found out it was because she had a boyfriend. Alan claims Barbara insisted that her boyfriend was out of the picture when they started dating. But as it turned out, he wasn't. Alan insists the money from Barbara was a gift.
Start with you.
Yes, I met the defendant. Originally, I come from Germany. I came in 2010 to America, to Houston, Texas, and I've met the defendant in 2014. I met him on his job at the workforce, and he gave...
What month?
In February of 2014.
Met him at work? You all work together?
No, actually I was a job seeker because I just received my right to work in this country in December. So in January I started seeking work, and he was the greeting person at the front table. And so he greeted, he was very friendly, and when I left he gave me his business card with his cell phone number and said, give me a call.
Did he give you a job?
He didn't give me a job, no, just his number.
Go ahead, so
Yes.
what happened?
By then I was teaching by trade. I'm a foreign language teacher.
Good.
I have my master's in German, ESL in French.
All
I
right.
studied in Germany.
Good.
And so I was teaching German at a high school in Houston. And I called him and we started talking, and he was very ambitious, very charming, and he spoke about giving back to the community with his degree in business, like opening a community center. And so I was very excited because I wanted to give back to the community in my own way with my education that I brought from Germany.
I like to hear graduates giving back to their community. A lot of young people and successful, and we're glad to see it, but we want them also to give back to the community.
Exactly.
Yvonne, what are you doing in the community?
What's that?
This is my niece.
No kidding.
She's sitting in the front
Boys and
row.
Girls Club. I was mentoring a young woman.
All right, there it is. I put her on the spot, and she
Yes.
stepped right up. I'm so glad to hear that. I didn't know. I thought you were just getting all that engineering money and going to the mall. All right, very successful engineer.
So in January, I started seeking work, and he was the greeting person at the front table. And so he greeted, he was very friendly, and when I left, he gave me his business card with his cell phone number and said, give me a call.
Did he give you a job?
He didn't give me a job, no, just his number.
Plaintiff Barbara Ulmer is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims after they started dating, he realized Barbara was still talking to her ex.
Let me hear some background from you, sir.
Basically what she's saying to that point is true. But after she called me, we started talking for a while. We hit it off, but then she became to me, and the reason why I'm here is because she became obsessed. You know, she started...
When did you all start dating?
we started dating in February because
All right.
it took like 2 or 3 weeks
And what
before
was
she
that
started
like?
calling me. First, it started off good until she was that transition. I found out why she took 3 weeks before she didn't call me. She had someone else at the time. When we first started talking.
Well, that's a credit to you. She got rid of him and came to you.
Well, that's exactly what I thought, but at the same time, it wasn't.
What was it?
He was still around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was using his car. That's how she was getting back and forth.
When did you all stop seeing each other? What month?
In May.
Why?
Because I just didn't want to be a part of...
Triangle?
That's correct.
That is not correct, the way he's presenting it. When I made a conscious decision to take a break with the relationship I was in, we had a lot of problems beforehand. We were in and out for years. We've been knowing each other since 2010, my ex-boyfriend. And so I did not want to engage further until I made a transition.
All right, did you tell him that?
Yes.
All right.
He knew about that. And yes,
When?
I was using his car, but
When
as
did I
a
know?
friend. He helped me as a
You were
friend.
using his car as a friend.
My ex-boyfriend's
Gotcha.
car. We
All
were
right.
separated. I mean, Your Honor, I moved out of his place. We were living together to my own place. That tells a
You
man
didn't cheat
something.
on me. I'm not. It's him. Save the
I'm
give
hiding.
him the story, and if he goes for it, he does it. So
Exactly.
don't
I'm just-
convince me.
No, I'm
You're
just,
all right with me.
I'm just saying I am offended by it
You
because,
wouldn't want
like
to
I
cheat on
said-
me. Now, let's see, $2,070. $2,070 is your loan. And don't you tell your aunt, Yvonne. And the headset, how does he owe you for a loan and a headset?
Yes, he was, before we even were in a relationship, he was very sad and distressed and said his car broke down and he is worried that he can't go back to the workforce to go to work. And I felt bad for him, so I loaned him $2,000 from my crime victims compensation that I received. And he said he's going to pay me
When did you
back.
loan it to him?
I loaned it to him. I put it out of the bank on the 10th of March and drove it to his workforce.
When was he to repay?
As soon as possible. He told me 3 times he's going to pay, and every time he came with another excuse why not to.
That's not true.
When was the last time you all discussed it?
The last time we discussed it, I actually spoke to him. It must have been already May, and I was at the point where I felt like he will never repay me again.
And what about the headset you're suing for?
Yes, he was going out of town for Memorial Day in May, and I let him borrow the headset that he can drive more safely, and I asked him to give it back, and he never did.
How much is that worth?
$70.
All right, $70. Okay, sir, what do you want to tell me about the debts?
At that time, like I said, we started dating and we did some things together. I did a lot of things for her. She was doing things for me.
Like what? What did you do for her?
I loaned her money as well.
Like what? How much?
$200.
And when did you loan it to her?
You're on.
Back in
Hold on.
Oh my God.
You only
April?
dated 2 months.
April?
You only dated 2
April.
months.
It was April. It was April. It was April.
He doesn't
All right.
remember.
Back in April.
What did you loan her $200 for?
For a rent.
Did she loan you $2,000?
Yes. Not
When?
loan. She didn't loan me. She didn't loan me. She didn't loan me $2,000.
All right, you the one said yes. Don't keep saying she didn't.
No. She didn't loan me $2,000.
Okay, did she give you $2,000?
She gave me $2,000.
When?
She gave me $2,000 back in.
Your memory is sketchy. She's very precise.
Yeah, back in.
So
April.
that helps her and her credibility because you can't remember.
Back in March 10th. is
All
when she
right.
gave it to me.
So she gave you $2,000 in March and had to borrow $200 the next month to pay her rent from you.
No.
No, I thought that's what
that's
you
what
told me.
happened, but
Why do you keep saying the opposite answers?
No, we was
Then you
doing.
change your answer
That's
every
true.
time I ask you something. Did she loan you $2,000? Yes.
Yes.
No. All right, she gave you $2,000 in March, and then she borrowed $200 from you the very next month. No. I mean, yes.
Well, what I'm saying, because the reason why I say that,
Yeah, why do you keep changing your
because
answer?
the terms you use, loan and borrow. I mean, we was like I said,
No,
we
when you
did a.
say loan, you say no.
I didn't. It wasn't a loan. You
Oh,
say
yeah.
for April she borrowed
Yeah.
$200.
And that's what you told me.
No, I said she asked me for $200.
For
I gave
rent?
it to her. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was a gift.
that's right. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so she
when you
needed,
use those
she
terms, that's
needed
what
you
I'm
to
saying.
give her $200 1 month after she gave you $2,000.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
That's true.
What's wrong with you?
That's true.
All right. Yeah, what do you want to tell me? You have a tape there for
Yes,
Mr.
but
Confused.
you're on.
All right. So she
when you
needed,
use those
she
terms, that's
needed
what
you
I'm
to
saying.
give her $200 1 month after she gave you $2,000.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
That's true.
What's wrong with you?
Plaintiff Barbara Ulmer is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims after they started dating, he realized Barbara was still talking to her ex.
You have something there for Mr. Confused?
Yes, I do,
So I can
actually.
listen to it.
Yes, I actually
All right.
have a recording where Mr. Allen states that he's going to repay me the $2,000 that he owes.
Oh, Mr. Confused, did you do that? Are you looking like
Yeah,
that?
might
What
have
is
been out of
wrong with
duress. I might be out
Oh
of the
my
run.
goodness. What job does he work at?
The workforce solutions for people to find jobs.
Okay. No wonder he couldn't get you anything.
Exactly.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead and play your tape.
Okay.
But don't you think if you would have already repaid me, I would have been able to pay my rent for over 2 months? Yes. With $2,000, I could pay my rent for over 2 months.
And I will give you your money back. Any reason you said that, or you want to say no, you didn't say it?
Yes, I
Now
said.
say no, I didn't.
No.
I heard you say you would give her her money back. Judging for the plaintiff.
Well, I am relieved that it's all over. As far as I'm concerned, he's a modern day Jekyll and Hyde. He tells stories, he asks for help, and then he denies it.
I was a friend to her, and all of a sudden, I guess my friendship wasn't good enough.